Boom, bang, bing, Toddla T from the Steel City right now. Gratitude is the attitude.
I love music so much that I don't think any sort of amount of barrier or boundary would ever get in my way. I like sitting on the tube and just staring at other people and just thinking what is going on inside their brain.
Yeah, I hear that.
I do that all the time. Do you do that?
I did it today.
It gets to a point where I hit a bit of a wall where I'm like, okay, I'm going to reach burnout soon, so now we take a week off and then we reset and then we go again.
Simple proceedings. We have Rhodey in the cut, aka the One Devotion. We have a woman sat next to me that oozes funness, positivity, and every time we link to write music, it turns into like creating a piece of art stroke a comedy show. And I've always loved and just appreciated how beautifully positive and fun Venbee is in at the place.
Hello.
How you doing, sis?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm very good, you know. I'm feeling very upful. After linking with the One Devotion, doing this gratitude is the attitude thing, I've actually been trying to consciously put it in motion day to day. And it's slowly working. We'll get into that in a little piece. As I said to you a minute ago, when we work, it's just fun.
It is fun, yeah.
Are you always having a laugh?
Yeah, shits and giggles at all times. Yeah, all times. Well, actually, no, don't always have a laugh. There is some points in life where we have to be slightly serious, but most of the time it's all fun, But we do have a laugh.
Yeah, well, you're hilarious.
Do have a giggle.
You've had a very like fast journey in your music career, haven't you?
Yeah, been a bit 0 to 100.
So what first time we worked, the tune that went mental for you wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Which was?
Mess in Heaven.
See it there. And we were sat here, she's like, I got this rhythm. She showed it as it sounded so like refreshingly new. Your take on everything. The next time I see you, it was like number 18 in charts or something.
Yeah.
How do you deal with such a like 0 to 100 moment as a young person?
I think at the time I didn't really have time to really like deep it that much. I think I was just like, okay, this is happening. This is really, really sick. And then called my mum and cried for a bit, and then made more music and had loads of fun. But it was very go, go, go. So like, my blinkers are kind of like go, 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 and then like once it all had like finished, I was like, rah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with anything in life that's like a bit full on. Distraction is bizarrely a tool of coping, whether it's positive, because it's a very positive thing that happens.
Yeah, I was super like gassed for the whole thing and very like overwhelmed and stuff. But it literally was because it happened all so quick. You don't really get a chance to sit and deep it for a second until after it's all calmed down a little bit.
I wonder if that's a coping mechanism as a human being.
Probably.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Well, the thing is, though, honestly,
Ride
like
the wave.
I mean, my zoom into music was not half as like quick as what yours appeared to be. But I remember when I kind of bust, it was super nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Like I was shook. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on main stage all of a sudden, rather than just like in a little bar in Sheffield playing to no one.
Yeah.
It's actually super exciting, but very scary.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying. And I still, every time before I go on stage, shit myself.
I still do. I'm 39 and I'm still near Portaloo before a festival performance.
That gives me so much hope.
It never stops.
It never stops.
And even people that I know who are way more quote unquote successful than us, like I think that kind of awareness of your nerves is no bad thing.
No.
I think when it tips into certain areas all the time, which I've experienced in my time, it's quite disabling.
Yeah.
In terms of like day-to-day stuff. But I think a bit of fear is no bad thing. It's how you control that fear.
Yeah. I think it just means you care, innit?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's a pre-stage ritual?
Well, I have my band with me and they're usually, you know, joking around and having a good time. I always have like 5 minutes with like my very like small team, so it's like quiet, to just like breathe, and then I'll have a Diet Coke.
Oh, well done.
Really crazy.
No, but that's good.
And then I'll go out and...
Because I used to have 4 Guinness.
I went through that period of time.
Right.
And then realised that I don't actually sound that good live when I'm drunk.
Right.
So I just don't drink now before any sort
That's
of show.
amazing because it's so easy to draw for sedation.
Yeah.
For me, alcohol was the perfect. I don't feel nice because I'm about to go on stage. My cortisol's firing. This Guinness is going to fix this.
Yeah.
But 4 turned into 5.
5 turned into 6.
Before I know it, I'm 8 in and I'm playing the same record twice, which happened in Bristol once.
Really?
Oh, it was horrible. I woke up the next day and I knew exactly not what I'd done, but something internally said, nah.
Yeah.
And that was a spiral into dependency on that. So the fact that you have managed to clock that already is amazing. And actually, I've never thought of it through your lens because you've actually got to sing. All I had to do was press play.
Yeah. It doesn't sound great when you're a bit tipsy on stage. It's like karaoke.
Do you not think it gives you that kind of, I don't know, superwoman like complex of just being like,
feel amazing.
I'm in the vibe now.
You feel
I'm ready
amazing
to
until
go.
you see someone's video back of you on
okay.
Oh, what,
Instagram.
when you've been drunk, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem.
But that I nipped that in the bud, I think, after my very first tour.
That's amazing.
I was just like, I've got to behave now.
That's great because many people don't. And it's in a very enabling industry, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere. It is everywhere. Very accessible.
Yeah.
For like when it's like in your face all the time.
This is it. And it's celebrated as well. Oh my God, this guy stayed up for 3 days. Way!
Yeah.
Oh my God, this girl did this with this guy backstage and they did this much. Way!
Yeah.
And I think it's changed slightly, but it's so like, it's so entrenched in the culture of showbiz.
Yeah.
And also it's like whatever it takes for you to get on stage and perform.
Yeah.
So you need that, sure. You
Do
want
it.
that.
Yeah.
So more power to you because, like I said, the sedation of what I found of alcohol was such an easy route. But in the long term, it was a terrible choice.
Sober before shows. It works best.
I rate
Sober
that
before
so
shows.
much, particularly.
Sober before
Gratitude.
shows.
And you know, so like before you go on a show, you say you get your little gang together and it's like people you obviously feel super comfy with.
Yeah.
I think that's also an amazing little coping skill because I get super overwhelmed quite quickly in life.
Yeah.
So I can be in here with like beautiful people and then they bring their friend and they bring their friend and they're all great people, you know, but all of a sudden I just feel a bit like...
Changes, yeah.
Yeah, my balance is off.
Room's too loud.
Yeah, like I can't describe it and I almost need to like get my nearest and dearest and rebalance.
Yeah. My guitarist and my drummer, my boys, they're like my family and then my manager and then that's it.
You've got your little safety hook.
My little safety hook and then I go out and then we have a good show and then we all celebrate afterwards.
Brilliant. And what do you do afterwards? Is that when
We
your
go
Diet
to a
Coke
year
gets...
gets changed into a pint. Abracadabra, whoosh!
Yeah, but you're picking your moment to celebrate that thing, isn't it? It's not a need or an enabled situation.
No. It's just like, do the show, then switch the Diet Coke to a beer.
There you go. And then and then finish up and
then pack down and load the van.
and then hopefully that's and on to the next.
Yeah.
I mean, touring and that is a mad thing.
Yeah, touring's
And it's a
touring's
beautiful
fun.
thing, right?
It's so fun. So exhausting, but so fun. And like each show just makes it worth it every time.
So do you think that even when you're nervous or you're tired or someone's done your head in, when you touch stage and you pick up mic and you see that person sing a lyric back, all that's irrelevant?
Yeah. I never feel like euphoria like that ever again.
Really?
Like, mad.
And you still get that feeling every time you touch stage?
Yeah. Yeah. These are like kids singing songs that I've written. That's mental. In what world does that happen?
How important is that connection with your audience? Like being like a live on stage? 'Cause it's different to be like, yeah man, Spotify.
Yeah, I think it's so important because you can see their faces and like you can see their like how much that means to them as well. Like, because I don't think you really realise until, you know, there's like a crowd of people singing your tune back, crying and being like, and so like overly excited about something, and then you're like, right, these kids are like, I'm doing something good.
Yeah.
Make it like
Super
makes
positive.
it all makes it all worth it.
It's funny, isn't it? Because online you have numbers, you have messages, positive and negative, but you never really gauge the reality of it until human connection is attached. Even just someone saying, "Oh, I love that tune that you did 3 years ago," or something. It means so much more to me personally than, say, like an Instagram post that popped.
Yeah.
And that's obviously a bit of like a kind of like wanky way of saying, "Yeah, my God, like my life's amazing. I get likes and I perform at class to me." But those little things all day, they can all add up. You know what I love, you know? When I'm driving and I stop at a crossing and someone thanks me.
Yeah.
You know how nice that is?
Or when they go,
Gratitude.
Yeah, bruv, that's what sometimes I just need a couple of them a day.
I still do that on a zebra crossing.
Yeah, true, right? Hail up
And they're
everyone.
even meant to stop for you on the zebra crossing, and I'm still thanking.
Yeah, when I'm driving, and in fact, it's those little tweaks in the day that I just love.
I did that on the way here, on the zebra crossing, like, oh, cheers. But it's just, am I supposed to say thanks there, though?
Yeah.
Like,
Always give thanks.
Always.
Why not?
Always gratitude.
Always.
Always
Thank
gratitude.
you, man.
Always, because
Cheers, mate.
also we're sat in London right now. It's different, maybe in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Where are you from again?
Chatham.
Hang tight, Chatham. Where it's very busy and popular and multifaceted. Is that the right word?
Multifaceted, yeah.
But there's also a
What
lot
does that
of
mean?
multifaceted. Is like
For example, it would have like a Greens, basketball court, corner shop,
Jamaican
Oh,
shop.
like Jamaican
Loads
shop,
of stuff.
Indian
Yeah.
shop. Yeah.
China's-
It's
It's
Just
culture.
everything
Yeah,
in one.
yeah,
It's almost
yeah,
culture
yeah,
made.
yeah.
It's a new culture made out of different cultures. That's the
Oh,
way I
sick.
think of
Out
it.
of
That's the way I
different
think of it.
things.
You know, so like in
Multifaceted.
London, particularly, there's so much like immigration from different spaces and
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
There's become new-looking people. It's beautiful. So I see someone. I can't tell where they're from. They just look like London, and they
Yeah.
speak like. It's
just look like
Central
London.
C for me is a prime example.
yeah,
I can't pinpoint his.
It just looks
quote,
like
heritage.
London.
He's
Yeah.
just London.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
speaks London. It's a new
Yeah.
culture born out of
Yeah.
other cultures.
Look,
How
yeah.
beautiful is that?
serious.
Sick. That's
Organic.
why we love London.
That's New Britain, and that's what we celebrate. That old thing's gone, dog.
Give thanks. And
Give
just,
thanks.
yeah.
We live in a
Yes.
We live in an amazing space, but everyone's just head forward, right?
Yeah.
No one even says, if I say hello to someone in the street, they think I'm going to do something, and I understand that because they hear so much bad things about the world. They might think, oh, this weirdo's going to take me back. But if I say hello to them, they're almost a bit surprised. And I just think those little moments in the
I'd
day.
say hello to you.
Oh, you definitely would.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, because you ooze.
I say hello to everyone.
And
Right.
what's the response?
Not often do you get a response.
There you go.
I think when I'm basically my managers are like, they live in Canada, right? And
Right.
everyone says hello to everyone. That she come over. One of them came over for a bit here in the pub. Starts talking to some random girls next to us, and they're
Yeah.
just like, what? What?
They can't handle it, innit?
And they're like, I don't know you. Like, if I go on a walk round, like, round the park, and you see someone walking their dogs, and you just say morning.
It's a simple maths, innit?
Yeah.
It's a good vibe, innit?
No, I do that.
I seem to
Morning.
find that when walking out in like green spaces, like obviously in Sheffield, the peaks or whatever, like people will always say, "Oh, hello,"
Yeah.
regardless, all age, all demographics, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
When you're outside.
Is there a link between the spaces that we're in?
It's the green. It smells nice. It looks nice. But I don't like it when it like rains and you walk your nice trainers through the mud.
Well, that's Stargirl problems, innit? Because you've probably got a bag of good crap. Pretty crap.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
I've actually
yeah,
only got
serious.
8 pairs of shoes.
Serious.
But yeah, but when you
And that's so much more than I had last year. Last year I had 1 pair.
Yeah, but you know that's what happens when you're
Yeah.
having hit tunes.
These are
glow
cool.
up in it.
Yeah.
The
These are
glow.
cool, huh?
yeah, they're hard.
cold. They're
What
cold.
are those?
I don't know. I
Is there
got them in
collab?
Australia.
The
Oh,
Air
like
Forces.
that, yeah. Are you big in Australia?
I've got they were one of my biggest listening group. Yeah.
I can imagine Australia. You know, when you
Super
travel in the world and you're in these like spaces of like, there's a lot of small spaces. Even you go from like a plane that's like that to a little bus to your room, and then another bus to the festival, and then
Yeah.
loads of people are like, ah! It's quite a
Mental.
transition, isn't it?
Yeah. You get off the plane, go to your hotel room.
By yourself, presumably, or with
Yeah.
your partner or whatever.
Just with your team, get everyone's in their own rooms, then you go, and then you get to the festival, and then you're chilling backstage with everyone having a good time, and then you go on stage and then there's like 10,000 people,
And they're all looking at you.
and I'm like,
We've talked slightly about the pre-stage process, but what about daily, like, little things that you can do to kind of, it's essentially staying grounded, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, before that artist, you're a human being, and people forget that about musicians.
well, I think I always speak to my family at home.
Nice.
And I always see my friends and then FaceTime my two girls from back home every night.
Lovely.
And then it's just doing like normal shit, really.
Yeah.
Because like that's like, how else are you supposed to live?
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
These little things, though, like I say, like I'm not obviously in your position, but the zebra crossing, man, brings me joy. When the man hail me up when I'm driving, I think, yes!
Sometimes I like sitting on the tube and just staring at other people and just thinking what is going on inside their brain.
Yeah, I hear that.
I do that all the time. Do you do that?
I did it today.
I did it today.
And I was thinking, should I smile and just... But nah. But the thing is, are they thinking that as well? Like,
Yeah, I just
100%.
always like,
are we
what
all
are they
thinking that?
We are super lucky with our jobs.
We are.
It's an absolute blessing.
0.1% people get to do our jobs, and we are part of that.
Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? I think of it all the time. When I open this door every day, I genuinely get this feeling of like love, because I'm just so lucky. Look at this. Like, this is mental to me. Like,
You have got a paying studio.
it's lovely. I'm so lucky. And even the light, the plants, all these things that are like basic to some people, not the studio, because I said this is mental, bring me so much joy. And in music, people see the result, they don't see the process. So they see the chart position, they see the festival performance, they see the steezy garms. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
How on earth do you stay still balanced, happy and grateful in your career?
I have a lot of really, really solid people around me, and I have a really, really solid team that care more so about me and what I'm feeling. So that's like really important. And also, like, I love music so much that I don't think any sort of amount of barrier or boundary would ever get in my way from that.
This is the thing, though, I chat to a lot of people in our position. We keep coming back to it because we don't have to, because essentially we're all self-employed, right?
Yeah.
And when it gets mad stressful, you think, I'm not doing it anymore. But you come back to it because the root of it, we're in love with so much.
Yeah.
Like that moment when you write a lyric and you hear it back.
Yeah.
That is worth every part of like stress, in my opinion.
I could function if I didn't write songs.
Yeah, same way.
100.
Finding out music, I'd be
function.
a myth.
I would be quite messy
Yeah.
if I didn't write.
So actually, if anything, your grounding is the rhythms, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like just sitting on my bed with my guitar for a bit every night. And I'll write something every day, but I think about 80% of these songs are never going to see the light of day, but it's just literally for my own dome to function.
You'd be doing it regardless, don't
Yeah.
it? It's a true blessing doing what we do, man. And I do.
I'd still do it if I didn't do it for a job.
Same way. I'd have to.
I need to.
I'd have to do
You
it.
was doing it before that, though. That's like that. It's that part of that inner child kind of thing where it's like, I'm just doing it because I love it, regardless. And now I'm in a space where I can do it and I can, support myself and my friends and my family, etc., etc. I'm still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
It's
mean?
so nice to just be able to do what you love for a living, but also know that you were doing that since you were like 8 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So you're obviously massively grateful for your career and your job.
Yeah, 100%.
What else are you grateful for in your life?
I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for everyone that I work with. I'm grateful. What else am I grateful for? Just being able to like fund for myself and live comfortably. Comfortably.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for to wake up every morning
Yeah. No, it's simple maths, isn't
in
it?
good health. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Day by day. I think it's so important to that. Yeah. Last week, I had a bit of a sore throat, right?
Yeah, that's going around at the moment.
It is going around. And my wife is very hard. She's Irish.
Oh, my mum's Irish.
Solid.
They give no sympathy.
None, right? Yeah. And so she's not having it. Fair enough. She'll do well when she's ill anyway. And it progressed and it got right bad, right? And I had my 2 boys with me. And I had to fly to Ireland, ironically, to meet her, but I was proper ill. Like, not like ill, like I'm in bed ill. Having to call my friends to look after the kids ill. My wife, she don't give a shit. She's like, well, come to Ireland.
Yeah.
All right. So I went to Ireland. I felt so rough. I can't even really remember the journey. Like, I can't really remember the taxi and the flight.
Mash up.
Yeah, man. But all I kept telling myself the whole way, and this is since we've been reasoning, you know, is how grateful am I to even be able to take this journey? And it was a bizarre coping mechanism throughout the process.
I remember that conversation though, because I was like, yo, I was things, happy Easter, da-da-da. He was like, fam, I mash up, but guess what? I'm so grateful that I can take my boys to Ireland for half term. And I was like, wow, like, just that kind of flipping it.
Yeah.
You know,
mindset.
to be like, yeah, I'm
There's
grateful.
a good way to think about it.
Definitely, because I could be, and naturally I was like, this is horrible. I'm going to Ireland, my wife don't care, I've got 2 boys, I'm getting a British Airways flight. But I thought, let me try and flip this real quick. And it genuinely helped. They say the more you do that, the more you can rewire your brain for positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. PMA.
Stands for?
Positive mental attitude.
The new single from Venbee, dropping soon, produced by Toddla T, featuring the One Devotion. Now, jokes aside though, but like, it's like, I think I spent a lot of my formative years, is that the right word? Is that young, innit?
Yeah, man.
See, new
Adolescence,
all day today, trying to be intelligent for the camera and everything. When I was a you, being a bit more like glass half empty vibes. And I think my environment was that too. I think Sheffield is a beautiful place. I think it's very kind. I think it's very, very celebratory of great things. But there's an attitude from a lot of my elders which was quite negative. Oh, that's shit. Don't do that. Yeah. That don't sit with this one. And it took a long time for me to kind of like get out of that mindset and just try and think of things as more positive, simple maths. And I've been trying to do that for a long time because my default is, shit. You understand?
I think that's very normal in the actual human brain.
Correct.
To just think the worst of everything and be quite pessimistic.
Yeah.
But if you're optimistic, you actually get more out of it.
Well, it comes back, according to my notes, to the cave when you were a cave woman 2.5 billion years ago.
Why?
Right? You were sat in a cave.
I wasn't born yet. No, I'm 23.
Right. We was in another life, right?
Oh.
Your ancestors.
I was in the cave. One Devotion's in the cave.
We're all in sick.
Right, we're in the cave. We're hungry. I'm going to leave cave and bring some food back for you lot. So I'm going out, but I don't know if that tree is poisonous and I don't know if that sheep is going to hurt me. We wouldn't have sheep back then, would they?
Yeah.
Would they have sheep then time?
Sound like dinosaurs, innit?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, man, some sort of,
them type of thing there.
Some sort of
and so it's like it's everything. I'm just shitting it about everything. So I need to get that food and bring it back to you. That unfortunately still lives with us, but we don't need it. I don't need to leave that door and be shook of a plant or be like worried about like or whatever.
It's fight or flight, isn't it?
Fight or flight is the correct term. You either fight or you leg it. And we live with that in human beings. And I think naturally our brain goes to the negative for that reason alone. It's survival.
Yeah.
So there's a reason, you know.
Keeps us alive, man.
Yeah.
Or it's kept us alive for so long. And then obviously the brain will obviously store that information.
Also, we live in a world where it's sometimes quite hard to be optimistic all the time.
Facts.
With, things that go on. So, sometimes that's hard to take an outside look at the world and be positive about it.
Absolutely.
So it does take a lot of mental work to try and flip the switch rather than just being pessimistic about something.
Absolutely. It's a job within itself in a funny way, isn't it? It's like something you have to work on, like gym or flipping hair or whatever. You have to look after it and think about it constantly.
Yeah.
It's long.
I haven't been to the gym in so long.
Have you not?
No, I should actually really go, but I have to change my membership thing. And
why? What you done?
Well, basically, I'm with Pure Gym.
Right.
But I think I'm with the gym in Chatham.
Right.
This is so off topic.
No, go. Gym talk. Let's go.
So I'm with the gym in Chatham, but I don't think it switched over to the gym in Ealing. So I think I have to contact them.
So you're illegally attending a gym?
I cannot confirm or deny that story.
No comment.
No comment.
But that leads well in, actually, because we do live in a time when it feels particularly mental and mashed. I think it's partly to do with the access to information.
Social media and shit.
Exactly. So we can see everything, hear everything. Someone can tell you to your face, well, not physically, but via the phone, what they think of you, all these things. The information's there. So what I personally do, I am not on social media. Ironically, I'm making this for social media. But I have people doing my social media so that when Ken in Barnsley wants to tell me I'm a twat, which he's entitled to, I don't get that in my living room when watching Sky Sports with my little boy.
Yeah.
It protects my mind.
Ah, I see.
Right? I also have a very strict fitness regime with one of my best friends, seriously, on Zoom in here twice a week. And if I miss it, I feel like I let down my friend. I also have an incredible management team who create a boundary around me because certain elements of the music industry, no matter how much I tell myself or I'm practicing, sends me down.
Yeah.
So I've created my own bubble. You said yourself you have an amazing team.
Yeah.
You go gym, sometimes legally.
Yeah. Look, I ain't been in a while.
Sometimes.
Right? What else you do?
I take breaks throughout the year now to reset because I like when I'm now in like my writing phase of writing my next project. So like I'm writing every day, like 5 times a week, and then it gets to a point where I hit a bit of a wall where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reach burnout soon. So now we take a week off and then we reset and then we go again. So like I have times where I have breathing space and then like I just like make sure that like everyone on my team is aware of what my brain is feeling at that point in time.
That's beautiful that you're able to express that and then they actually give a shit.
Yeah, to get it.
Yeah.
Because actually what I always think as well is people like, again, I'm speaking from music business, that's all I know, is like you drive people to give this product that then everyone can then like springboard off and make money off and whatnot. But if you're going to send them so far down into this space, they're going to burn out and crumble, and that is actually counterproductive for everything.
Yeah.
So from like a capitalist lens, it's a bad look anyway.
Yeah.
So why are you going to do it?
Like if I'm not good, then
None of y'all are good.
no one's going to get any good out of me.
See it there. I don't think people understand that though.
Like if I'm really not good, there is no way that I'm going to be able to post 3 videos a day and push a record if I'm not feeling it. And people, or I could do it, and then people would see that on the screen and they'd see she's fucking miserable.
Yeah, totally.
And then they're not going to want to engage in that content.
Yeah, totally. And that actually, social media, because you, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Young woman, super successful, super
Yeah.
upful. Congrats, man, got it
Thank
locked.
you.
Anyway, at 23, I was a fucking mess. So big up you. But hear what? You've come up through a social media generation when I presume that's all you kind of know, really. Like,
Yeah.
So how the F do you manage that? Because that's another layer of stress. Not only posting, does it perform well? And what I find really tough is negative energy coming back to you.
Well, luckily enough, like I don't really care too much about like bad comments.
Great.
Because like that's an opinion. It's an opinion. It's not mine. It's not my problem. Mm-hmm. It's an opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own views, values, or opinions. Not my problem, and I'm entitled to mine. I don't sit and focus on that too much because I think it would just ruin my day. So I just I post, and also like stuff with like engagement and stuff like that. You're going to have a good video, you're going to have a video that doesn't react so well, you're going to have a good video again. It's so up and down and nothing. We're living on a rock. We're literally living on a rock. So, like, if a post does really well, that's great, and I love that so much, and I'm going to post another one, and I'm going to keep posting. And if a post doesn't do so well, oh, well, I'll do another one. Like, I don't just,
Hang tight you, because I don't think a lot of us just, again, as we spoke about the humans and the brain and our, our characteristics always lead back to like negative.
Yeah.
How you can say, I'm not that bothered.
No.
Like, I'll just do the
That's
art.
amazing.
Like, I put it out there. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it does. Like, even though we're constant. We see all these messages every day.
Yeah.
Oh, this and that. Oh, that person got this view. That person went viral. That person got cancelled. Yeah. Like, how you navigating that is it's proper.
I think my goal is just to stay as consistent as possible, regardless of how well a video does or how well a song does. It's like I'm doing it because I love it.
Yeah.
And because I love it, that means like hopefully other people will love it.
Well, evidently so. You're super successful, and more power to you. But I'm the opposite, you see, because I'll post something and it's art that I truly believe in with great people, and 95% of it says, you know, yay, and then one guy says Toddla's a prick, and I'm like, so that's one of the reasons I'm off this thing. Because my art is narcissistic. It's like, this is what it is. Like, take it or leave it. But if you're going to tell me you don't like it, that's fine. But there's something in my brain that just often can't handle that, bizarrely.
It's not nice to see. It's not. No one likes being told that that someone thinks that your tune's shit, or someone thinks that you look ugly or something like that.
Yeah.
No one likes being told that.
Yeah.
But also, like, it's so irrelevant to my existence.
The thing is, this is the thing, Ben. I can tell you that, and I believe it when I tell you that, because you're on the same path. But when someone says that to me, and I mentor myself internally, I do it. I tell myself what I tell everyone else. I'm like, it's cap. Who gives a fuck about Barry and fucking Aberystwyth?
Who's got one follower and follows 8,000 people?
Because it doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
But when you see it, for some reason, I'm a bit tweaked for like sometimes 10 seconds, sometimes the full day. So I just
It's never nice to see.
Yeah, it's never nice to see. And like I say, hang tight you for just going, you know what, it's part of the thing. All we tried, there's work to do, missions to accomplish.
It comes with it. Let it go over your head.
I know, I rate it highly, man. To actually put that into
practice.
Yeah, into tuition.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Otherwise, the amount of comments that I get, I'd be literally in my bath, fully clothed every day of my life, rocking back and forth, probably with 6 cigarettes in my mouth.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad, that, actually.
That sounds quite fun.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You are very in that space, and you just seem to just like take it in your stride, which evidently now having this conversation, I understand why.
Just plod along.
It's been a joyful experience, and also always a lull with you, my G.
Gratitude.
Always a lull.
Ben to the bizzle.
Gratitude.
Ben to the bizzle.
Listen, I just want some final little bits from you. I don't know your life story, of course. It's not what we're here for, but since knowing you, I've seen you propel. What's the biggest lesson you've learned that you would love to pass on to someone that you have managed to learn in your life, if you want, but I mean, particularly recently?
In my life, never worry about an outcome you can't change. No point. Done. Mic drop.
Serious.
That was Gratitude. It's the Attitude. This is Venbee. This is the One Devotion. Remember, check the rhythm. Like, you don't like, subscribe, and all them thing there on these, do you?
Like, subscribe, and have a good night.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.